time. On guard. Halt. Ready. Run.
Violent extremists move fighters, financing, and ideas at the speed of the internet. And the military network needs to be equally fast. No one nation or group of nations can deal with this challenge themselves. This is going to have to be an enduring military campaign in support of whole-of-government approaches that will take largely a generation to address. But this actually presents us with an opportunity to think about what's next. And again, to have 75 chiefs of defense that literally represent every corner of the globe. You know, someone used the expression this morning, a powerful gathering, and I think it is. Each of you, I recognize, will have a unique perspective.
بالعالم ليعلموا أن الإرهاب والتطرف وجهان لعملة واحدة ولا دين ولا وطن لهما.
Daesh will continue to inspire various terrorist organizations by effectively using the internet propaganda.
The social, economic, and political setting of these violent extremist groups are different. How do we then measure the success?
Think about 4 million children experiencing violence on a daily basis and growing up without hope and dream and proper education. When these 4 million children will grow up, what's there going to be?
The responsibility of many of us now that are senior leaders is, what is it that we're going to leave to those who follow in our footsteps? It's a constant dialogue, a conversation that makes sure that leaders at all levels have a common understanding of what needs to be done, the environment within which we are doing it, and then the resources necessary to be successful.
Luke, when do you think I got these boots?
A long time ago.
Before? Are they older than you or younger than you?
Older, definitely.
It was my second tour in Afghanistan. Mitch Lane, he was my engineer sergeant. My detachment left. The conventional force and some other special forces team went in, got in a large firefight, and Mitch Lane was killed. It was 2 days before my son was born, and I conducted the notification myself.
What was that like?
Not easy, because I was very close with Mitch and his wife and 2 daughters. He was the one that told me, hey, anything you do, you got to understand what your purpose and direction in life is, and that things have to have a priority. Care for the wounded, honor the fallen, and continue mission. That sets priorities pretty well, and you can't go wrong with that. Today we're going to pause, honor our fallen. We lost some of our brothers.
Now CNN is learning more about the routine patrol that went horribly wrong.
4 U.S. soldiers killed in an ISIS ambush in the West African nation of Niger, coming home to their families.
Staff Sergeant Jeremiah Johnson, 39, from Springboro, Ohio.
Staff Sergeant Brian Black, Special Forces medic from Washington State.
Staff Sergeant Dustin Wright from Lyons, Georgia, just 29 years old.
Sergeant LaDavid Johnson was from Miami Gardens, Florida. He was 25 years old. The father of 2 children. He had a 3rd child on the way.
No commander wants to lose soldiers, but it's part of what we do. Everybody in this organization believes in the mission that we've been given. This isn't a job. This is a lifestyle. And and they've all chosen to be a part of it. And it's important for me to stand up and say it was a good choice. Because not everybody does that, and the nation needs them.
What makes the Green Berets different, what makes Special Forces different, isn't the tab that's on your shoulder that says Special Forces. What makes us special is that we are experts of the basics: shoot, move, communicate, and survive, those soldier skills. We know them to the point that we can teach it to anybody, anywhere in the world, at any time, in any conditions. 12 Green Berets working alongside up to 600 and 700 partner forces, battalion-sized element. Low signature, low footprint, so that we can inevitably prevent problems before they occur.
Green Beret Major Alan Van Son is a commander on the ground of the United States Special Forces mission to train and assist the local army in Niger. Today, he and his staff at the mission's headquarters are receiving a visit from their commander.
Support NWA commander.
Hey, everybody sit down. Relax, relax. Diaz, how's my hair look? It's good for us to give you a perspective on what the hell's going on around you. The United States is not at war on the continent of Africa, but many of these nations are at war with violent extremist organizations, right? That shouldn't be new to any of us. What becomes the center of the problem? You guys, right? Inside of Niger.
Niger is regularly ranked as one of the poorest countries in the world. In total, the United States has approximately 800 troops here, its second largest presence on the continent of Africa.
The Nigerian government's asked us to come help them eliminate a threat, not for them, but help them learn how to do it better.
Niger is landlocked in the middle of a cluster of unstable states and vast ungoverned spaces, the intersection of territories where a number of violent extremist organizations operate.
The Lake Chad Basin, with Boko Haram. The enemy threat on the other side of the border in Mali.
Right now, north of the Niger River in Mali is basically completely ungoverned space. An AQIM, Al-Qaeda affiliate in that region, has basically moved in and established a very troubling presence.
You got ISIS within this region. Everything passes through Niger. If the instability facilitates violent actors to continue to expand and grow, then that's a cancer.
General, could we start with Niger, if you don't mind?
Was that Special Forces team authorized to go after ISIS or Al-Qaeda leaders in Niger?
They were authorized to accompany Nigerian forces when the prospects of enemy contact was unlikely.
How did something where they thought that contact was, quote, unlikely, turn into a firefight in Niger?
The loss of 4 American troops continues to come under scrutiny.
Did the mission change? This group was ambushed, outgunned, outmatched.
So many Americans had no idea that there were U.S. troops in Niger.
Why were they there? I mean, why would they have been in such a remote region?
I think it's important that we complete the investigation, we determine the facts, and then we share them with you. And at the time we share the facts with you, we will answer all the questions that you have.
Thank you.
Mounting questions about the extent of military operations in Niger following that ambush that left 4 American soldiers dead.
Niger and even further west, that is a very, very dangerous area. And yes, the French in the United States, for the most part, we're supposed to be training the Nigerian soldiers and police.
We can't wait till terrorists establish territory, as they did in Iraq and Syria, In the wake of Mosul and Raqqa, the enemy is going to be forced to adapt and find other places for safe haven. And in my judgment, this affects every corner of the globe.
Je prends le cas par exemple au niveau de l'Afrique. En 2013, il y a eu une action de la communauté internationale contre les éléments terroristes qui étaient installés au nord du Mali. Certes, ils ont été chassés, certains sont cachés, mais maintenant ils continuent à perturber d'une autre manière, en tout cas, la sécurité au niveau de toute la région.
All right, so we're getting ready to load our bags and go across to the airfield, fly out to see Team Wellham, what we consider to be the main effort right now. This will be my first time out to see the guys since we've gotten here.
United States Special Forces Commander in Niger, Major Alan Van Son, is heading to visit his newest team of soldiers. Just 2 weeks into their mission, in one of Niger's most volatile regions, along the border with Mali.
This terrain is wide open. If we leave this vast space unsecured, this provides a sanctuary right here for those organizations to operate, to plan and resource attacks that could then affect the rest of the world.
Just 70 miles from the Malian border, the remote region near the town of Wellham is ideally located for the newest Special Forces outstation in Niger. Here, a welcoming community allows the team to carry out its mission, training the local army to defend itself from the persistent threat of violent extremists in the area.
How are you? Hi, Major Alan Van Son. Very nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having us here. Bonjour, Major Alan Van Son. My first opportunity to see the front lines of what our mission is out here. Part of what we do as Green Berets is getting here, embedding ourselves with the soldiers, with the culture, and then understanding it so that we can work with it and enable them to do what they need to do. And this is the other part of the mission. It's not the fun part, it's not the exciting part, it is camp life. All right, guys, what's cooking?
Spaghetti and meat sauce.
Real Nigerian cuisine, right? And is this what you imagined you'd be doing when you went through basic training to become a cook in the U.S. Army? Is this what they prepared you to do?
No, this is actually like the last thing I thought would be like on a team with 13 guys in the middle of nowhere.
So how are you guys doing the food situation for this, for your setup here on the camp? How's it working?
The most food we get is actually from in town.
Okay.
So we buy it from local farmers. First deployment, I was in Afghanistan, and we got all fresh food. Here it's different. We just get an entire cow and slaughter it. And we check like its vital signs, whether it could stand up or not, make sure it's healthy meat. And really? Yeah. It's actually last deployment I had to wrestle a cow to the ground. It's pretty intense.
Nothing surprises me on deployments.
Unlike conventional large-scale military bases in places like Iraq or Afghanistan, the Special Forces make do with the bare-bones camp and limited resources, often relying on the local community.
We have nothing really imported from America. Everything's self-sustained here from Niger. All of our operations are actually conducted by, with, and through the host nation forces. And in order to use such a small footprint and be able to be far-reaching, working with the Nigerians, we got to have good, dependable vehicles. So our mechanic stays very busy.
For team mechanic LaDavid Johnson, staying busy often means wearing multiple hats.
I'm coming to check out the barber shop. I heard good things. Who's next?
You, sir?
I'm good. I got mine in the Capitol the other day. So when you're not cutting hair, what are your other camp duties around here?
Finding stuff to do, like making sure my truck's good, making sure my generator's good, like regular maintenance on the daily.
Jack of all trades? Where'd you learn to cut hair?
YouTube.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir, YouTube. So I watch videos, sit here and just cut my own hair.
Yeah.
Keep it in regulations.
Wow. What's one training that you don't have right now that you wish you had already on this trip?
One training?
Is there something you haven't been able to fix or do that you've been asked to do on this trip?
Negative, sir.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Well, when you figure out what that is, let us know and we'll make sure you get trained on it. Or you can just watch YouTube like you did with haircutting.
Yes, sir.
Look, when you were a kid?
Oh yeah, I was the guy that had the tackle box full of firecrackers, so they said I could get paid to do it. I was like, oh hell yeah.
Preparing the Nigerian army to take on the enemy requires more than just combat skills. So engineers, like Staff Sergeant Dustin Wright, are critical for their know-how, like demolition expertise.
Well, this is how we set the charge. I feel like Tom
This
Hanks.
will not make the final cut.
Tom Hanks and Saving Private Ryan. Why not? They should make the final cut.
There we go.
Wright and the team are preparing to detonate a bomb as a test, so they can teach the process to their Nigerian partners, who need to be able to blow up enemy resources like weapons caches.
Explosives in my head?
Do nothing.
I actually like this kind of stuff. I mean, anybody can shoot a gun, you know. Demo is something else. It's a lot more fun.
And it all begins with this nice little spark right here. Hold this for me.
The explosives we use in themselves are very stable. You could...
I thought we could be friends, I'm not so sure now.
Yeah, the bread was a good touch, though. It's strengthening the enamel.
Eating a whole
This is what kept me alive.
Who wants to ask garlic bread and Parmesan cheese on Italian night?
This is how big this is good.
Later today, we'll have a discussion about the whole of government from a U.S. and a coalition perspective in the Middle East. We face an enduring threat, and we need an approach that's both effective and sustainable. Local efforts have to be supported by this global military network. Equally, our trans-regional approach has to be informed by local efforts. And while we're making progress today, much more work needs to be done.
At least 15 Army cadets have been killed in an attack on a military academy in Afghanistan. A suicide bomber drove a car full of explosives into a bus outside the training center in Kabul.
More than 200 soldiers and civilians have been killed in terrorist attacks across Afghanistan this week.
Amidst another deadly month in the 16-year-long war in Afghanistan, new soldiers continue to sign up, train, and prepare for what's yet to come. Many of them walking into a war they were born into, fighting to achieve a peace they've never known.
All their soldiers deserve good leadership. They do not deserve incompetent leaders, corrupt leaders, because them the ones that have been getting their soldiers killed.
Today, as part of an effort to bring order to the Afghan army from the top down, U.S. Command Sergeant Major David Clark and two of Afghanistan's most senior military leaders are heading to Helmand Province, one of the nation's most deadly regions.
When soldiers are killed out there on the battlefield, their families are looking to y'all. What happened? Why it happened? Didn't you have some families come to your house this week because you lost soldiers?
Yes.
The families are feeling it every day.
Awaiting them on the ground is Marine Sergeant Major Daryl Carver of Task Force Southwest, who is bringing together the senior leaders and the new Afghan commander, who he's been mentoring for the past 3 months, Sergeant Major Wafa Wahiduddin.
I tell you, it's a great team down here. Sure done broke the back of the enemy this fighting season. And as we're getting ready to go into the next season, what adjustments that you need to make going forward and what help you need from us?
As
Sergeant Major Wahiduddin attempts to remove a commander in his unit, who he believes is getting special treatment due to nepotism, the Americans are ready to offer their support to Carver's protege in the face of a chain of command that doesn't always make change easy.
تصمیم نیولای په دغه رقم تاسو ته وړاندیز کوو پیشنهاد لیکلی امضا کړی د بورډ په سطح باندې
سامع روز be clear سامع جون بریدمر صاحب اردو را شما میخوام ما بریدمر صاحب اردو را ما از همین لحظه که بخوای که وفا جان باز خرابی شو عجیب باز گپش قبول میکنم صحیح است تو چه رقم هست به خدا قسم برایت میخورم که ما از زمین اطفایه را آوردم از اینجا کسر نشستم فهمیدی؟ ما از قل اردوی 215 دیگه سرباز شهید نمیتونم کل ما رو نمیکشم.
Have the ability to see and witness more losses and attrition of personnel here.
Major, that's my clear message. They need to do something right thing, and he is the support, Major.
And that's what they're doing. It's one Afghan flag. It's not no tribal flags.
Yes.
So nepotism and all that don't cut it. That's what's been killing this country for years and years. Merit-based selection. The best will rise up. And them the ones who need to be leading soldiers, especially at the sergeant major level, that's gonna take ownership and make decisions and have the courage to speak up. So it's still challenges here in Afghanistan, but it's tremendous opportunity for the people and for the country. We're gonna finish this fight and making it matter. You know, that's who we are. It's what we stand for. Every time when I come in here every morning and look through the names of a lot of the great Americans we lost along the way. Think about the ones that blood was shed on this soil across this country, that they sacrifice so much and their families sacrifice. So when we think about the upcoming holidays, the empty chairs in their living rooms at Thanksgiving, the Christmas, making it matter for their families where we have empty chairs.
How many names are in the box?
No, I don't keep count no more.
With only a few months left in their deployment, many of the Marines stationed in Helmand Province are beginning to look towards home, each with their own thoughts on why their time here has mattered.
Try and enjoy yourselves in this wonderful latrine. When you get on deployment, you slowly kind of develop this ritual that you do to just kind of keep your mind in the game. And normally, I think it's the people who have done multiple deployments that try to make things home, because you've dealt with it before. You don't resist it. 42 young. The homecomings is always emotional for a lot of people, but you know, I usually try not to get excited about homecomings until I'm actually at my house. So for January, you know, my daughter, maybe, you know, Micaiah might be there in January, but she's gonna be really busy with school, so incoming. Okay. We need to go out and jump in the bunkers. There's one right out here. Just go straight out here, and there's a bunker right in front of you. Did you hear that thud? Yeah, I heard it. The radar didn't go off. So what's happening right now is we've received some sort of IDF mortar system or rocket. They're going to be trying to figure out where it came from in the COC, and then until we figure out to make sure there's any other threat, then we'll keep everybody on the base in the bunkers, okay?
For the Marines of Task Force Southwest, a Taliban rocket that hit their airfield has triggered an immediate call to action. Fortunately, no one is hurt, and soon the response team locates the rocket's point of origin and begins to mitigate the threat.
All clear. All clear.
Yeah, I try not to tell anybody what's going on here. It's never good for family members when they're back in the rear to know that there's, you know, you're receiving rockets or, you know, some sort of direct fire, you know, when you're out here deployed. So you're trying to keep all that stuff in, you know, to yourself so that they don't deal with it too. So. Hey.
That's bad.
What's going on?
I just got back from the movies.
I know it's late there. I don't want to keep you up too late.
No, that's all right. How's it been there?
You know, it's been an exciting morning.
Exciting.
It's been exciting.
Sergeant Major Carver's son, Cody, will soon be following in his father's footsteps, heading to a Marine boot camp in little more than a week.
So you're not nervous, huh?
No, I'm not nervous yet. I mean, it's definitely been on my mind a lot more. It's kind of like what I wanted to do since I was a kid.
The worst part of it for you is going to be when they cut your hair.
Yeah, I know.
I love you, man.
All right, I love you.
All right, bye.
In as soon as a year, Cody could be deployed here in Afghanistan, or any number of locations elsewhere in the world, with the threat of violent extremism constantly continuing to bleed into new danger zones.
On the treacherous border between Niger and Mali, terrorists often cross over the border to launch attacks.
Several attacks have happened against Nigerian soldiers in the past year, so it's known to be an area where ambushes do happen.
Look forward to just talking with you today about how you feel the training is going.
Donc, ils sont en train de se donner à 100% pour ce que nous aurons à faire très bien.
I'm really interested in understanding now what is the intrinsic motivation of these soldiers. Is it pay? Is it a sense of duty to country, to something greater than themselves? Is it because generation after generation and their families served? We talk about that in our own military. There's tons of motivations of why we all serve. And we have to understand those motivations to work with them.
The Special Forces have only just begun their training with this unit of Nigerian troops, many of whom are still learning how to be soldiers at a basic level.
Ok, donc aligne là pour la perception munitions.
120 le cartouche, donc c'est doigt très rapide.
Behind us, we have the guys getting ready to do what we call small unit tactics, teaching the soldiers how to work together as a team to close in on an enemy threat.
These guys, they're actually picking up on this stuff pretty easy. He moves up, he IDs what's going on right now. Moves back to his other team. Then at that point, they make the decision to flank in either direction. Vous cherchez pour l'autre cas, pour l'autre ennemi.
C'est bon? Bon,
c'est fini.
Brent, do you have something you want to talk about?
We need to find who the best singer is. I need help on my dance.
I really enjoy getting to know all the soldiers and everything that I do train, and that all of our teammates get to train. I don't think the American populace really understands how many forces we actually have deployed in places like this, and I don't think they really understand how far-reaching we can be when we work by, with, and through our partner forces.
Do you wish every once in a while, though, that there was a little bit more excitement?
Sometimes excitement can be good. Also, without any big support, that excitement can also lead to bad things.
On the wall. You want me to put where you were on the wall.
I'll do it off the truck, but you gonna get me in the truck.
I'll get the truck.
Como tu gran detalhe isso aí assim.
Con Hausa, cái đánh người này. Cái đánh người này. Đó, cái đánh người này.
Yeah. What is your name?
Patrick. Je m'appelle Patrick. Yo. Encore. Okay. For the camera.
Pour le camera.
Yeah. Encore. Let's go.
Pause, that's good.
Here are their names: Staff Sergeant Jeremiah Johnson, Staff Sergeant Dustin Wright, Staff Sergeant Brian Black, and Sergeant LaDavid Johnson.
Have you any regrets? Like, there's nothing like you look back and think on the last night of your teenage retirement?
No.
Well, what's going to happen tomorrow? Did they tell you?
I don't know.
You've never shipped to boot camp before?
I've never shipped to boot camp before.
I was actually at my Marine Corps ball the other day, and the youngest Marine in attendance was 2 months older than Cody. And I thought, okay, that's when it finally hit me that my son's going to be a Marine. Off he goes, doing this thing, so. Should we call Dad?
Yeah. What's up, Dad?
What's up, son?
Nice mustache, dude.
It's Movember, and I jumped on board.
November.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
Once you get there, you won't have time to be nervous.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it.
The flight, you might.
You might what? This is really, you might what? Really good advice that we're missing out on.
Might what, Dad?
I was saying during the flight, might be a little nervous.
Yeah.
Any last words for him?
Just remember, you're not in it alone. And
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of other guys in your platoon with you, so reach out, help them. Like I said, it's easy to become a Marine, but it's living up to it every day after that.
Yeah.
Come on, feet, don't fail me now.
'cause I fall too hard if I hit the ground. And these worn out souls are all broken now. I'll give it all. I'll give it all.
The 26th President of the United States, Theodore Roosevelt, spoke these words. I believe his words capture the true essence of the men we've all come to honor today. It's not the critic who counts. It's not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, and who at worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, this country is not free on the account of luck, and it won't remain free by it either. It is free on the account of strong men and women. It is free on the account of the real-life superheroes like Jeremiah and Brian, Dustin and David.
If I don't see you ever again, well, where do I start?
Thank you for joining us today in remembrance of our fallen brothers. My name is Colonel Brad Moses. I'm the 3rd Group Commander. The motto of Special Forces is De Oppresso Liber, to liberate the oppressed. For people like this, it becomes an addiction of wanting to succeed at making other people's lives better. On 4 October, Team Wellham and their Nigerian BSR partners were attacked by an enemy that didn't want them to make this small spot in the world a better place. The ODA, caught in a near ambush, made a decision to plant their feet and fight. Under overwhelming fire, each man did his job. After the vehicles were completely destroyed and the men nearly out of ammunition, they made a decision much bigger than themselves. To avoid compromise of other American forces throughout the region, they made one last call: Broken Arrow. This is code from soft Mac v. SOG days in Vietnam of US forces being overrun. They zeroed their secure communication and went black. The quick actions of additional Nigerian forces, our French partners, and additional sister ODA and SOF assets kept constant pressure on the enemy until all of our wounded and fallen were recovered. I ask that each of you reflect on these men's actions as a reminder of why and how you serve. It can be as profound as De Oppresso Liber, or it might be that you can and should, or it might be as simple as you do this, like me, so like me, a wife and kids sitting in the front row shouldn't have to. Care for the wounded, honor the fallen, and continue mission. Thank you.
Team Wallum, attach, ho! Captain Perazini.
Here, Sergeant.
Master Sergeant Figueroa.
Here, Sergeant.
Sergeant First Class Bartels.
Here, Sergeant.
Sergeant First Class Hoffman.
Here, Sergeant.
Staff Sergeant Undercheck.
Here, Sergeant Major.
Staff Sergeant Howe.
Here, Sergeant Major.
Sergeant First Class Johnson. Sergeant First Class Jeremiah Johnson. Staff Sergeant Black. Staff Sergeant Brian Black. Staff Sergeant Wright. Staff Sergeant Dustin Wright. Sergeant Johnson. Sergeant LaDavid Johnson.
Oh! Half right, face! Ready! Aim! Ready! Aim! Ready! Aim!
Why do we fight? It's a question that has been asked with any war, and particularly a war like this one. A war without borders. A war defined maybe more than anything else by its sense of endlessness. And yet, we fight because tomorrow is too important to take for granted.
You gotta watch for mom and dad's playing.
Ramblers in the wilderness, we can't find what we need. We get a little restless from the search and get a little worn out in between.
As deployments come and go, you can still find hope.
But everybody needs someone beside and shining like a lighthouse from the sea. Brother, let me be your shelter. Never leave all alone.
You can find hope in the connections made across borders and beliefs, languages and cultures.
Brother, let me be your fortress. The night winds are driving on.
And you can find hope in the simple idea that there are heroes who will fight for those who can't fight for themselves.
Brother, let me be your shelter. Never leave all alone. I can be the one.
You're gonna see daddy?
For an entire generation of Americans, the answer to that question, why do we fight, has been maybe the best answer we can find to explain who we are, what we believe in, and what's most important to protect.
No idea where the kids are. Where are the kids?
Maybe they're inside? There they are.
Brother, let me be your shelter. Never leave you alone.
Yeah, Daddy's home. Daddy. Daddy.
Be the one to light the way. Bring it home. Brother, let me be your shelter. Never leave you alone. I can be the one you call when you're alone. Brother, let me be your fortress. Night winds are driving on. Be the one to light the way.
And so, for every ending, there's a new beginning. For every pledge to fight, a fresh dose of hope that ultimately, the evil in the world will be outdone by the good.
I, Cody Lauren Carver,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
and
that I will bear true faith
I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
and I will obey